Here's some of the stories trending this week at NASA. During a March 10th hearing of the U.S. Senate Appropriations Subcommittee on Commerce, Justice, Science, and Related Agencies, NASA Administrator Charlie Bolden testified about the $19 billion fiscal year 2017 budget proposed for the agency by President Obama. In his remarks, the administrator outlined the many benefits that this investment in NASA's present will yield for the future. The funding will enable a future where we send American astronauts to Mars in the 2030s, where more Americans work in good-paying science, technology, engineering, and math or STEM-based careers, where future generations can breathe cleaner air, drink cleaner water, and fly on cleaner, greener, and more fuel-efficient aircraft, and a future where humankind has a deeper understanding of our universe, our place in it, and our own planet. On March 10th at Stennis Space Center in Mississippi, RS-25 engine number 2059 became the first flight engine for NASA's new Space Launch System rocket to be test-fired. 4 RS-25s will power the core stage of the SLS. The flight certification test of this engine is a major milestone in NASA's return to deep space exploration and the journey to Mars. On March 4th, construction crews at NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center topped out Test Stand 4697 by welding the structure's topmost beam into place. The 85-foot-tall test stand is one of 2 being built to test hardware for the SLS rocket. Test Stand 4697 will use hydraulic cylinders to subject the liquid oxygen tank and hardware of the SLS core stage to the same conditions it will experience during a launch. The other test stand, 4693, will be used for similar testing on the core stage's liquid hydrogen tank. Both stands are scheduled to be completed later this year. The SLS will be the world's most powerful rocket and carry astronauts in NASA's Orion spacecraft on deep space missions. During a March 9th news conference at Johnson Space Center, NASA astronaut Kate Rubins and her Expedition 48 crewmates, Anatoly Ivanishin of the Russian space agency Roscosmos, and astronaut Takuya Onishi of the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency talked about their upcoming mission to the International Space Station. The trio will launch to the station in June from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan. During their 4-month tour, they'll help with about 250 science investigations and technology demonstrations. Research being conducted on the space station will enable future long-duration human and robotic exploration into deep space, including to an asteroid and Mars. NASA collaborated with the Exploratorium Science Center in San Francisco and the National Science Foundation to provide live NASA television coverage of the March 8th total solar eclipse from Micronesia. The fully eclipsed sun was only visible in parts of Southeast Asia, but the live broadcast made the phenomenon available to millions of people around the world. The next total solar eclipse visible from the United States will occur on August 21, 2017. On March 6, 2015, NASA's Dawn spacecraft arrived at the dwarf planet Ceres. The spacecraft recently celebrated the 1-year anniversary with new images of Ahuna Mons, the mysterious 3-mile-high mountain that investigators initially thought was pyramid-shaped. However, subsequent more detailed images showed the mountain was actually shaped more like a dome. Dawn's latest images of Ahuna Mons, taken 120 times closer than in February 2015, are helping researchers learn more details about the mountain, except exactly how it formed. Dawn's arrival at Ceres made it the first ever spacecraft to reach a dwarf planet. And that's what's up this week at NASA. For more on these and other stories, follow us on social media and visit www.nasa.gov/twan.